Let's start with lots of water, cool, clear, refreshing water. Just drink the living water. It will make you
No pre-recorded sounds required. How easy is it to make those sounds from scratch? Let's. I'm going to play those sounds and let's talk about how they were made and how difficult they were made. So let's go to sound number 1.
Okay.
Let's see if you can recognize these sounds. None of these sounds, though, are real.
Where's that sound coming from?
None. They've all been created by a computer. That is so real, right?
Yep.
So real sounding. How do you tell a computer to make the sound of bubbling water?
Well, the first thing you should probably do is simulate some water, a flow of liquid. And then as the liquid, it's actually really hard for water to make much sound at all without bubbles. So what we do...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. So what we do is we simulate this flow, vibrate the fluid and produce sound, and we have a fast algorithm to evaluate that in parallel.
So you're telling me that mathematically you create formulas that mimic, or
that's right.
And then so you have to figure out what to make it sound, because we're listening to it, to make it sound like water, and then sound like bubbling water, to make it sound, because we're listening to it.
That's right. It's a kind of computational realism where we're trying to paint everything, just as it is.
So you have to know then a lot about water to make it sound, because we're listening to it.
You have to know some things. Water, is very complicated. There's all kinds of obscure physics that it can have in different circumstances. But for sound, the most important thing is really
to what you come up with.
how it traps the air bubbles. Well, there's always you have to know some things. Water, I mean, the real sounds are much more complicated than we can currently do.
So you're telling me that mathematically you create bubbling water to make it sound, because we're listening to it. To what you come up with.
How the air bubbles. One of the first things we often do when we're trying to simulate a new sound phenomenon is just try to understand where the sound even comes from. For example, where does sound come from when you pour a glass of water? Where's that sound coming from?
Good luck to you. It's fascinating. We'll be listening. We'll be listening for more of your sounds.
That's great. Where's that sound coming from?